Welcome to my chow line. I'm Tracy Lingle. Today, or tonight, we're going to be cooking up a leg of lamb, boneless leg of lamb. We're going to be doing it just like we would a roast, a beef roast, going for a medium rare to medium temperature. We're going to season it up with lots of garlic and salt, pepper, and steak seasonings and stuff. We're going to cook it like you would like a tenderloin or a prime rib roast. So join us for it, but let's hear from our sponsors. I want to thank today's sponsors, Grill Your Ass Off Seasonings. They got great merch, seasonings, condiments, everything. Check them out, grillyourassoff.com/mychowline. I want to thank armedforces.press. Check them out, great news source about what's going on in the military here in the States and abroad. Also, I want to thank Lasered Gifts for You for awesome logo done on my ammo cans here and on the hat. Get these hats done. Thanks so much, Don. Appreciate it so much. So check them all out. grillyourassoff.com/mychowline, armedforces.press, and Lasered Gifts for You on Facebook. Now, one of the things you could do is, if you're so inclined, you could take it out of this mesh bag that it's in to keep it all together. Since this is a boneless leg of lamb, they've got it in this to keep it all together and keep it at the same shape. You could take it apart or take it out of there, and that's what we're going to do. And you could use butcher's twine, but see, this spreads apart, so we can take our meat out of it and reuse this thing, so we can season it up and then put it back in. I like these things, they're great, but we want to be able to open this up and we want to be able to season all of this meat as best we can. So we're going to do that. We're going to dry off the rest of this inside. And mainly all we're doing is we're just trying to get all the extra juices off of it, because what we're going to do is, when we season this up, we want it to extract some of the flavor or some of the moisture out of this, and then reintroduce the salt and the garlic and all that stuff back into the meat. So by opening it up like this and drying it off, we're allowing the salt to suck some of that moisture out, and then as it sits, it'll draw that flavor back in with it. So that's why we do it. So first we're going to go with platoon sergeant, salt, pepper, garlic. Now, both of these seasonings have garlic in them, both the Ma Deuce and the platoon sergeant. So we're trying to make sure we get extra salt and garlic and pepper and stuff in it, because this meat is such a large piece of meat. We want to have as much of that garlic flavor as we can. And the steak seasonings go really well with it, because you treat it a lot like a steak. So now we got the Ma Deuce. You could use fresh garlic and herbs as well. All right. So now we're going to salt the outside. And we're going to go with the Ma Deuce. Let it roll around in some of the seasoning as well. All right, now we're going to open this back up. Like I said, the idea is for this to get back together and be a solid mass, so that way it cooks evenly. So we're going to go ahead and dust this again with a little more seasoning, just to make sure as we put this on we didn't rub any off. In such a large piece of meat, you can be very generous with the seasonings. You're not going to over season this. Another thing you could do is you could let this sit overnight. You could let it sit for 24 hours if you wanted to. We're doing about 30 minutes or so till it's. We're gonna go ahead and light our charcoal, and we'll go ahead and light our grill and get it going. So we're gonna allow it to sit for at least 30 to 45 minutes. Let it start extracting some of that moisture out. Let it start solidifying that crust that's on it. All right, we're gonna let that sit for about 45 minutes until this grill gets hot, and we'll check back and put it on the grill. All right, so we just put it on. It's been about an hour. We just put it on the grill. We're gonna try to keep it at about 300 degrees, 275, 300 degrees, and we're gonna go till we get an internal temperature of approximately 130, 135. Trying to get a medium rare. You're going to get about another 10 degrees after you pull it off and let it rest. If we look like we got good color, then we'll leave it on the smoker. If we don't have good color on the outside, we may take it off about 120, 125 and throw it on the grill and get a nice good char on the outside of it to kind of give it a little bit of caramelization on the outside of the roast. But yeah, we're going to let this smoke. Probably take an hour or two. But we're just going to check for temperature. We're not, I'm not really worried about the time. I'm more worried about the temperature on the inside. So medium rare to medium is what we're looking for the final product. So remember, it's going to carry over 10 degrees when you pull it off and let it rest. Lamb's been on for approximately 2 hours, 2 hours and 15 minutes maybe. Maybe a little more, right in 2 hours 15, 2 hours 20 minutes, something like that. I haven't exactly seen it, but I've checked on it 2 or 3 times, and it is now at like 135. So we're going to pull it off and let it rest. All right, this is rested. We're going to go ahead and cut it away. Tender, that lamb. That's really good. I don't see anything wrong with that at all. That could definitely replace beef. It's a little lighter than beef. It's not a very heavy texture. That's really good. That's really good. Camera lady.
That's a lot juicier than I expected.
Oh yeah. Juicy. Tender. That fine meal. Whether it be for a family event, Easter, or just a replacement for beef. That's good. You can't go wrong with that. And that's just simple smoke. I use pecan wood, which is a lighter smoke, not heavy. You want to go with a lighter type wood. You don't want to use like a hickory or a heavier wood. But a fruit wood or a pecan works great with it. It's really good. So give it a shot. Try it out. Leg of lamb, good stuff. I mean, that's juicy. Juicy. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a great great weekend.